Here it is, guys. I found a limited Ram 2500 with the night edition package. Now, most of you guys know I was going to order this truck in a 3500 mega cab last year, but because of the price point, I couldn't justify it. I was like, man, I'm not spending $110,000 for a truck, and so I decided not to get one. I got a GMC instead. But special shout out to Larry H. Miller. They were willing to discount the truck, and I know that from what people have sent me in email, guys that live in the area, a few of you guys have mentioned that they've been giving you guys discounts too on these trucks, so you don't have to pay MSRP with these anymore. Especially if you're ordering. I mean, if you're buying off the lot, I don't know, you have to ask them. But let's go ahead and take a look at the window sticker here, and then I'm gonna show you guys around the truck really quickly, and then I'm gonna show you guys the payload as I always do. So let's get into it. So this is the window sticker for the truck we're going to be reviewing, and here's the spec for it. Four-wheel drive does come standard on limited. Base price is $76,345. The diesel also comes standard, so this might be a little misleading. You cannot get a Hemi anymore in the limited trim. Be sure to pause it to see more of the standard equipment. And then starting off, your options is granite crystal metallic at $250. This truck doesn't have a lot of options, but it has expensive options. So night edition is $2,505, and then that limited level 1 equipment group gives you the most of the options that you would want on the limited. And here's a few other things with that diesel at $96.95, sunroof, and the deployable bed step is on this build, and also air suspension. Destination comes in at $1,895 with a total price of $101,315. Now, I don't care what anyone says, I think Ram has the best night edition package of all time, like especially in the limited trim. Like this grille design, these headlights, like look at these headlights. Sorry about this like ticking sound, it's kind of windy today, so I have to deal with what I have to deal with, unfortunately. But yeah, check that out, super nice, full LED, and fog lights down below the same LED, reflective style. Parking sensors, black tow hooks, although they do cheap out and give you the ones on the Laramie and the Bighorn, but we won't go there. And tradesmen, by the way. But man, the front grille looks so nice. They black out Ram, and that forward facing camera's right there. That is an option, so keep that in mind. And then you get the Sport Performance hood, which, guys, I'm a sucker for this hood. Like, I kind of wish I would have ordered one because it's so nice, and it looks so much nicer on like a blackout truck too. Look at that thing, it looks like a beast. Has the heat extractors right here. But one thing I hate about this truck, and I'm serious when I say this, let me show you something really quickly. You see how this Jeep has a black mirror? Now obviously this is going to throw you off because this is black paint, so let me show you this white one here. This white one has this black trim piece on the mirror, but you see how it's like the color of this Jeep, it's like this color, right? It looks super nice like that. Looks amazing actually. If you look at the mirror on this Ram, they should have made this entire trim piece here in that same painted look to break up this really dull plastic. Like, I'm sorry, for a $102,000 truck, they should have made this look a little bit nicer. You do have lights here, and then there's a turn signal, but overall, I just don't think it's a nice appearance for this truck. And this looks really cheap. It's really the same mirror you get on a Tradesman or Bighorn. You do have a camera down below in that mirror. Turbo diesel badge, blacked out. Everything's blacked out on this truck. The wheel design is also my favorite out of all the Ram trucks too. Wrapped into Firestone tires. And power deployable running board. And ironically, this one has the Ram boxes too, surprisingly. They do still use a 31-gallon fuel tank, and that's the only one you can get on a standard bed. 5.7-gallon DEF tank. And here is your Ram boxes. Nothing new here, what you've always seen. Actually, I don't think I closed that. Oh, I did. It was closed. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell from the thumbnail, this truck does have air suspension because it is lower out back. So this one does have the air suspension, 373 rear. And then check out your badges out back. Taillights are blackened a little bit. And this one does have a 12-pin connector for your video. And then of course your 7-pin for towing. Yeah. This is really nice. I really like this truck. This color is probably one of my favorites. You can turn on your bed lights from here. And this one does have 2 cameras above too. One on the side right there. And then one in the middle there, down below the light for the bed. And yeah, the ram boxes, it does make the bed a little bit narrower. But I've seen where people can still get 4-wheelers back here. You have the tie downs. It's a really nice setup. And you can keep stuff on the sides. Did this one have the bed step? You don't normally see that option anymore. Oh no, it did have it. Here it is. So here's the bed step. Right there. It's the same one they've been using since 2019. It's really useful too, by the way. And then here's the truck and the sun. Yeah, granite crystal is fire, 100%. I didn't mention it, but you do have a smart key system. So you have this button here to lock the doors, and then you can put your hand in to unlock it. And let's go ahead and check out under the hood. So here is the top of the hood. I believe that those are the heat extractors, as I mentioned. And this hood is slightly different from that of the standard hood. Actually, you know what? Here's what we'll do. Let me show you this one. Hopefully you guys get a good view of this. Alright. Let's go check out another truck really quickly without the Sport Performance hood. So here's what the hood looks like. So it's a little bit different. That's how you know it is a functional hood, because in that center you have those cutouts and it looks like the heat goes out on both sides of the hood. So that hood is somewhat functional. However, the hood scoop is not functional. They did block it off, as you can see. And so you can probably pull that plastic trim piece off, but it wouldn't do anything for you, honestly. You would have hoped that they would have maybe allowed you to be able to add something to the intake to get a little bit more ambient air going down the highway. But oh yeah, 370 horsepower, 850 pound-feet of torque, 68 RP, which is a 6-speed transmission, and that's pretty much it. So in the comment section, does Ram still have the best interior of all HDs? In the comment section, let me know. I've already shown you guys all these controls in other videos, but I'm not gonna show it to you in this one. They did redesign this piece here. This is like wrapped in leather, and of course all this is in leather too. They still, however, give you all this in hard plastic. Hey, for the additional cost that they made these trucks, they should have just wrapped this all in leather. I'm just being honest here. They should have done that. And that could have justified a little bit more of the price point. The seats are real leather though. And the wood trim pieces inside this interior are real too. This one has a digital gauge cluster. By the way, no more wood trim on the steering wheel. So I did a limited Longhorn. I just noticed that. Yeah. This is a nice interior though. I think that this is still one of the best.
I don't understand.
My watch is listening to me, guys. Sorry about that. You have that RAM charger down there for your phone. Yeah, this is a nice pickup. Don't get me wrong. But they definitely need to redo this cab ASAP. Like, this cab is really starting to show its age. And yeah, it's just not the best that it was back in 2019 to 2021. Like, I think that the other two have definitely done a lot of stuff, you know, especially price point wise, to really catch up with them, especially GM. I would say more GM than Ford, but yeah, that digital gauge cluster is nice. I do like that update. And overall, the black trim pieces inside of the interior, you can see it around the speaker surround right there, and they did kind of darken the center of it out too. It does look really clean, and I have to give Ram its props. They've done a great job, and if they do redesign this truck in 2024, it might be game over for the other two again. So yeah, they have caught up, but I don't know, Ram might do something crazy for us. Yeah, they definitely have restyled this, because on mine it was like a lot more grainy. It wasn't real leather. This is like a leather wrap pull handle here for the door. I would like to see a red interior for the Limited too. Not like a full red interior, but like maybe like just red and black. I think that would be kind of cool for this truck. They have the red edition for the 1500, but it would be kind of cool if they did do like a limited production for the interior to be like a red interior. Be something different that the other two aren't doing, and it would match the Cummins, because Cummins uses red, right? Yeah, you have the outboard heated seats, air vents, power plug down below. Yeah, super nice truck, guys. Let's go ahead and check out the payload, and that will end this video. Alrighty, so here it is. So you have 6,000 pound gross axle weight rating up front. The rear is 6,040. As I mentioned in all my videos, it's going to be 300 pounds lower than the Hemi. GVWR is 10,000 pounds. And with all the options and features that you saw on the window sticker, 1,829 pounds is your payload capacity. So you can no longer get the Hemi in this trim. You have to get the diesel, which is okay. But Ram should definitely increase that GVWR to like 10.4 or 10.8, just to give you a little bit more payload capacity. Not like enough to maybe tow a fifth wheel, but enough to maybe, you know, actually use this for its intended purpose, like hauling, you know, that have 25 or 3,000 pounds or close to it. But apart from that, guys, I hope this video was helpful. I didn't mention this either. You guys see what's missing up there? I'm sorry, guys. I don't like seeing HD trucks out clearance lights, but some people don't like them, and they do leak, but I'm willing to take a little bit of water issues to have them. But again, thank you for watching the video. Special shout out to Larry H. Miller. They have a ton of inventory here, and if you are looking to order a pickup, they are really easy to work with. They know a lot about these trucks. See you guys in the next video.